Welcome back to the channel and thank you for watching, and please make sure you smash that like button on the way in and make sure you subscribe if you want to receive more videos from me. I am a barrister of England and Wales who helps you to understand law. So with this Depp and Heard trial, I know many people are saying let's stop talking about it, but I think the underlying fundamental principles of the case, not just the case itself, but the meaning of the arguments and the allegations vis-a-vis false allegations are really important to keep talking about. And with respect to the trial, there is so much evidence over so many weeks, it could literally take months to unpick each element and dissect it. And there's one little bit of that trial that I was reminded of yesterday when doing the third portion of the interview review reaction, which you'll find linked in the description below. But that is as follows. Watch this clip, tell me what you notice about it in the comment section below, and then I'll tell you what I think.
The abuse alleged was at the heart of the 6-week trial.
He just pulls his arm back with the phone and throws it at my face. Hit me right in what felt like my eye.
Heard testified that the final straw came after a violent fight in May 2016. 6 days later, she filed for a restraining order, cameras capturing her as she left the courthouse.
Now, there's a number of things here, not least of which the body language, the shrug of the shoulders. Now, I'm not claiming to be a body language expert, but I see a lot of people giving evidence, and I generally have got good at spotting when someone is being truthful versus when someone is being dishonest. And of course, I have researched body language. And so one thing you'll notice is the definitive shrug of the shoulders when she says that Johnny Depp threw the phone. Shrugging of the shoulders is generally accepted to mean it's deceptive, generally associated with lying. And although one body language signal such as that does not automatically mean someone is lying, but when it's combined with lots of other things, as I'm about to show you in a minute, then it usually is indicative that someone is being dishonest. So that's the starting point. So she's talking about the allegation of Johnny Depp throwing the phone at her face, and there's a shrug of the shoulders as she does that. There's qualifying language in what she's saying. She said, "It hit me in my," then stops herself and qualifies it, because often people will qualify what they're saying when they don't really believe what they're saying. So they use additional words, additional phrases, or different phrases to qualify what they're saying, because in and of themselves, sometimes they don't actually believe what they are saying. So she said, "It hit me in my," well, what felt like my eye. So to me, that's qualifying language, and by itself and in and of itself doesn't necessarily mean that she's being deceptive. But now we've got more than one signal. We've got the shoulder shrug and we've got this qualifying language while she's making this gesture for it hitting in her eye. But there's more. When she does this, you probably noticed, and many of us are now not so aware of this, because all of our phones generally will mirror image our pictures when we're looking at them on FaceTime and videos and so on. But when you watch this testimony, she gestures to her left eye to say, "It hit me in my," what felt like my eye. She didn't say left eye, but she gestured to her left eye. But look at this photograph that she says was taken after she was hit in the face with this phone.
Cameras capturing her as she left the courthouse.
So quite clearly you can see the mark is on the right side of her face, not the left side as she gestured in court. Now again, in and of itself, by itself, this would not necessarily mean someone's being dishonest. But combined with the other things, it's much more likely that it's going to be dishonest. If you injured your knee, I injured my knee a few weeks ago. If I were to gesture to somebody how I injured my knee and what's wrong with my knee, I would naturally and psychologically, I would point and gesture towards the knee that I've hurt. And I'm doing it right now. I'm pointing at my left knee. It's my left knee that I hurt. If I'm describing an event where I hurt one of my knees, I wouldn't naturally point at the wrong one. I would point at the one that was injured. So here, in her testimony in court, she gestures towards the left side of her face, towards her left eye, with the qualifying language at the same time as using a shoulder shrug, which is very commonly associated with lying. People shrug their shoulders typically as a defensive mechanism, a giving up mechanism, where someone will essentially be saying, there's no point, I'm being attacked, I give up, or I'm under attack, or they know they're going to get into trouble and they shrug their shoulders. Typically, defendants might do this when they're being asked about something that they did do and they are being questioned about it. In police interviews, you will often see defendants shrugging their shoulders when they're being asked about their whereabouts on a particular day and what they were doing and so on. So all these things taken together, this is just, again, one small snippet from this trial that was weeks on end. If you find these little analysis snippets interesting while I get a few minutes in my day to record them for you, please do hit the like button and the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell icon as well. Leave a comment, and all those things together make sure that you get notified of my new videos. If you find them interesting, let me know in the comments. If you find anything else that you want me to look at, then by all means drop those in the comments box below as well. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching.